her through a mutual friend. Her name is Cara Michele Nether. She's the founder of the Women in Wellness, a community of healers who use acupuncture, herbal medicine, and lifestyle coaching to help women achieve their desired lives. Now, for the gentlemen, it's not exclusive. Certainly her message is universal, but she specifically set it up for women. The motto of Women in Wellness is standing up for your desired life is the only way to achieve it, which can certainly be a motto of your students. After studying to be a social worker, Cara Michele earned a graduate degree in acupuncture from the Thai Sophia School in Maryland. And since then, she's worked as a crisis counselor, taught at Thai Sophia, and was involved in the Maryland Community Health Initiative. She's a dynamic individual, just the kind of role model I love to see for students, and I want you to welcome her now, please.
Wow. It's been a little while since I've attended a graduation ceremony, and as I sat here and watched all the graduates file in, I actually got a little misty, and I thought I was going to need a tissue for a second there. This is really powerful, and I'm very excited to be here with you. So first, I'd like to say hello to all of the friends and family and support people for our graduates. I'd love to say hello to the staff and faculty of Medix, and special hello to all of the graduates. I believe I was asked to be a speaker today in part because I share a common goal with many of you here, and that is to use medicine as a tool for my own personal growth as well as for giving back to my community. As a licensed acupuncturist, I'm often challenged by my clients to see if I'm actually walking my talk. You see, I often make suggestions to them to have a few more leafy green vegetables on their plate, or maybe get a little more rest at night. One of the suggestions that I often send out is to, whenever they're going to enter into a new endeavor, to actually bring gratitude with them, to start off with a sense of gratitude. So I thought that this was a perfect time, this being a commencement day, and this being the first time I've ever spoken at a commencement, to actually frame our talk today, my speech today with you around gratitude. Now, I believe that there are three people that we should send out some gratitude or be thankful for today. The very first person is someone you may not have thought about. I imagine that many of you made a decision to come to Medix and take their challenge on, and you went home very excited, and you talked to your friends and your family and your neighbors, told them that you were going to start this program. I also imagine that there was someone in this group of people who maybe gave you a I'm not so sure kind of look. Maybe there was someone who suggested maybe you're not going to be able to complete the program. Maybe it's too hard for you. Maybe there was someone who just plain said, I don't think you can do it. I also imagine that that might have caused some frustration or some anger in you. I think it's important for us to acknowledge and be grateful for that person today, because in the eyes of Oriental medicine, frustration and anger are the upward movement of energy. The upward movement of energy. Without frustration and anger, we wouldn't have many of the big bridges and tunnels that we have connecting large land masses. We wouldn't have a lot of the social changes that we have. We wouldn't have some of the peace among nations. And one of my favorite examples of where frustration stepped in is the actual building of an airport in the middle of the sea. Without that, without frustration and anger, we might not have these things. Frustration and anger is actually the universal motivator. Now, frustration and anger, if it is not pushed forward, can actually go one of two ways. It can turn into complacency, or it can be a spark that pushes us forward. Because you are here today, I'm going to assume that that person actually caused a spark in you. A spark that ignited your passion and your purpose for the work that you are involved in today, and the life that you are about to step into tomorrow. Know for sure that the human spirit can either be suppressed or it can be pushed forward. And because you're here today, I'm assuming that you actually took that and decided to go forward with it. So I'm going to ask that we actually give a true, honest thank you to the person that caused this spark for you, even though we might have assumed that they were our worst enemy. The second person I think we should thank today is the person that allowed us to stand still, that helped us to stand still, even when we were afraid. Our sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system are very important functions in our body. Whenever that fight or flight system kicks in, we have the sense that we need to get out of danger and run. And oftentimes when that signal kicks in, we do. We turn around and we run. The refinement I think that might be missing in this really remarkable system of ours is the ability to discern between true, actual danger and the thing that just might be a little bit different or new. That's why I believe it's important for us to have someone that helps us stand still long enough to be able to see the difference between this actual danger and things are just new. We often want to have someone in our lives that helps us stand still until the thing that is brand new to us actually can become commonplace. And the thing that looked like it was, I had no idea about, just becomes regular routine for us. Now, all good teachers and staff members of a learning institution, I believe, are able to see when their students are afraid maybe of the assignment that's being handed out today. Maybe they're afraid of the implications of giving their true effort. Maybe they're afraid of what's really going to happen if they are truly successful. So they're patient with us in their own special way. Sometimes they coax us, other times they lead us, they guide us. Sometimes they actually reach out both hands and grab us by the neck and give us a little shake. Until we can stand still long enough to see the safety in the opportunities and the people that are in front of us. Without a person like this, we are doomed to run from opportunity to opportunity, never giving our nervous system an opportunity to stand still, to calm down enough for us to see the true safety in the people and the opportunities in front of us. So I'm going to ask, for the graduates, if you felt like someone gave you a knowing glance, or someone took a few extra minutes with you today during your course studies, or they gave you an inspiring hug, if you would stand today and give that person a gentle bow. If you would. Lots of love in the room. Lots of love in the room. The last person that I believe we should send out some gratitude today is the most important person in my mind. Without this person, none of us would be here today. Without this person, the admissions staff of Medix would be awesome ping pong players, they'd be awesome harmonica players because they had plenty of time to hang out and pursue these endeavors. This person is you. Now, I'm going to step away from my speech today, and like any good faculty member, I'm going to send out a pop quiz to you graduates today. Now I know that it's the pop, stay with me here, it's the pop part of the pop quiz that makes it kind of tricky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give you the answers to the 4 questions I'm going to ask you. That fair? Yeah. So the answer to the question is me. M-E. Me. You got it? Okay, question number 1. Who chose to turn negative energy into positive, who chose to change negative energy into positive motivation? What's the answer? Me. That's it. Number 2. Who chose a challenging career with crazy medical terminology, messy body fluids, often nervous and fussy clientele, who, by the way, often has stinky feet? Let me let you know. And chose this career to become a better person and to take care of those who need us? Answer. That's right. Number 3. Who allowed the staff and administration of Medix to support them in a time of fear and frustration? Answer. Me. Right. Number 4. Who took the chance to walk through the front doors of Medix and did it over and over and over again? That's right. That's right. Without your cooperation, none of the aforementioned achievements would have been possible. The gold nugget that I want you all to take away with you today is that you have a choice. You have a choice to be the missing link in your life over and over and over again, or you get to be the key that opens up a world of possibilities for you again and again. This is a commencement day, which means we get to start again. Tomorrow is where the rubber hits the road. Tomorrow is where you get to demonstrate your passion and your purpose that is your life. Tomorrow you get to bring partnership to someone who is scared and alone. You get to be a part of a team of medical professionals who are saving lives. You get to relieve pain for someone who is in such pain they have a hard time focusing on the family and people that they love. Ladies and gentlemen, your future is bright, and it is bright because of you. So I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand and say, my future is bright because of me. Now I'm going to ask you to take that right hand and reach over to your left shoulder and give yourself a big pat on the back. Now I know that somewhere in the back of some folks' minds here, you're saying, you know, this is really great. I'm very excited about getting out there and putting my skills to use, and I'm scared and a bit nervous about starting all over again. It was tough enough to get started at Medix, and now I have to start all over again. I want you to know that I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. I also want you to know that I truly believe that you know how to manage those fears. I can say this honestly and with confidence because you've already done it. That's what got you here today. If you can remember to do what you've already done, you're going to be fine. And here are the things that I believe you've done. You woke up every day and chose to take that next first step. You transformed negative energy into positive motivation. You chose work that you're passionate about and that pushes your edges so that you're just a little bit frayed every day. And you allowed yourself to ask for support and to receive it. I believe that if you remember to do these 4 things over and over again, every time you enter into something new, you will have the same success that we are here to celebrate today. So again, I want to say congratulations to all of you, support people here in the audience, to all of the graduates, and to all of the faculty administration. Thank you very much.
She stole my